gentlemen, my name is and my team Chelsea are slowly turning me into a gay frog. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It makes no sense. Just like Chelsea's project. My brothers got me this shirt for Christmas. And a couple of days ago, it felt like the perfect gift. But after last night's game, my brother's getting me this shirt. It's like getting Oscar Pistorius socks for Christmas. I'm so pissed. Chelsea lost 2-1 to Aston Villa last night. At home, we got beaten our own home. We're moving like 2009 Randy Orton. Tina Turner FC. The villains came out on top. Who the hell wrote the script? Tarantino? Now look, I'm not gonna act like losing to Villa is the worst thing ever. Villa have been wreaking havoc against teams all over England for the last couple of weeks. It's as if the ghost of Ozzy Osbourne plays through them. No, that's not my issue. My issue is that last night's game put everything into perspective. This entire project, this entire team is upside down. And honestly, if I wanted to see an 11 that was upside down, then I would just watch that new terrible season of Stranger Things. But why, Toby? Why is Chelsea's project upside down? It's because of our terrible sporting directors. I want to clarify this right now so nobody else gets it misconstrued. They are the biggest reason that Chelsea cannot get past a certain level. We are not underperforming. We're playing exactly as you'd expect us to play. But trust me, guys, we're gonna get to the sporting directors in a second. For now, I would like to talk about the sorry excuse of players that they signed. Now, I'm not gonna get too mad at João Pedro, okay? Because at least the guy is a predator in the box. I am pretty sure he has one of the most goal contributions in the entirety of the league, and everybody knows Brighton players to Chelsea, it's just cash money. It always works out. Oh, and at least last night, he scored a Puskás-worthy goal. What a top-class finish. I have no issues with João Pedro. Okay, now let's talk about Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho, if you are watching this, Garnacho, what the hell was that last night? You fake-ass Draco, looking like Jonah Hill from 21 Jump Street. I can't even be mad at the dude because most of us Chelsea fans didn't even want him. And he's playing worse than I expected, which is insane, because I had no expectations. This man is the Nelson Mandela of wingers because it doesn't matter which right back he comes up against, he's getting locked up. I don't even think that we bought Garnacho from Man U. I think we got him from Jordan Belfont because we got absolutely scammed. This is more proof that our sporting directors suck. Why do we have a season-long saga for Garnacho? Right, I need you guys to look at the stat. This stat shows that the 3 worst wingers in the Premier League in terms of dribble success rate is Garnacho, Martinelli, and Pedro Neto. Now tell me why 2 of these guys play for my team. And like my prayers had finally been answered, Garnacho finally got subbed off last night. It was like I'd finally seen the light at the end of the tunnel. But unfortunately, the light is just another oncoming train because, ladies and gentlemen, now Gittins is coming onto the field. Gittins, you are a 72 rated silver card. Just go to Birmingham University, okay? It's not too late for you. And I know what people are gonna say. Oh, Toby, this is why players don't develop. People like you don't give them time. Dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I feel like the only players that should be allowed times are players that show a bit of promise. Gittins is the most nothing winger of all time. He is the equivalent of those, you know, those cookie boxes that you open up and it's just a sewing kit inside. Yeah, that's Gittins. And these are supposed to be our new signings from last summer. Are upgrades? Okay, but guys, I will give credit where it's due. There is one new signing for Chelsea that I do actually kind of like. I really like Liam Delap. I think Liam Delap is good, and he kind of gives me the vibes of like a baby Kane. No, I am not talking about the footballer Kane. I'm talking about the WWE wrestler Kane. Now look, the other guys, they're just underwhelming. Liam Delap is the worst player from the batch. This dude could not score if he was in a brothel. All this guy does is collect yellow cards. Bro, at this point, just leave Chelsea and go to Vegas. Oh, I can fully tell that this man is Rory Delap's son because all he does is throw games. And honestly, I think somebody needs to check into Liam Delap's eyesight because I'm aware that Enzo Maresca is bald and he has a beard, but I think when Liam Delap sees him, he sees Triple H because every time he's on a football pitch, it's like he's trying out for WWE. Can't dribble, can't pass, can't make great attacking runs. Bro, all he does is just get into the field and just barge, shove, and push players. This is a football pitch, bro, not an octagon. And then there's Pedro Neto. Oh my days. I have probably slandered this man in every single one of my videos this year, and he fully deserves it. You know what's funny about Neto? He nearly convinced me that he's actually a good player because this season he's actually started scoring more goals. I almost fell for it. But I've realized something about Pedro Neto's goals. It's like when a dude doesn't shower for 3 days, but he slaps on deodorant to cover up the stench. Hey buddy, guess what? I can still smell you. I've already spoke before about the fact that he can't dribble. And listen, this is not a debate. He objectively is one of the worst dribblers in the Premier League. There are numbers and footage to back this up. The guy can't dribble. I promise you this. If you try to dribble with Pedro Neto on FIFA, your PlayStation will blow up. Dude, I'm not falling for it. There are people coming to me telling me, oh, but Pedro Neto works hard. He's a fucking athlete. Of course he's gonna work hard. That's like me applauding my mailman because he walked up to my door. Just because he's a little better than the other dummies that we have doesn't make him good. The only quality that I appreciate about Pedro Neto is that he's really fast. And that would be great, you know, if this was a track team. But no, this is a football team. Look, you guys can be fooled by it, but I'm not going to. He's my least favorite genre of wingers. Can't dribble, not particularly great at creating chances. So this is my opinion. I think that Chelsea fans that like Pedro Neto were too young to watch Hazard. Hell, forget about Hazard. He's the GOAT. They were too young to see Willian or Pedro. I remember I used to slander those guys. Those guys have more talent in their pinky than Pedro Neto could ever have in his entire body. And that's just our attack, man. What about our back line? Why have we spent like £0 on center backs in like the last 2 seasons? The fact that statistically we have the second best defense in the Premier League just shows that Enzo Maresca is a freaking psychopath and he is overperforming right now. But dude, it's not sustainable. Enzo Maresca has given Cucurella more minutes this season than a Swiftie has given Taylor Swift on Spotify. And now he's injured. He can't even play the next game. And we all know who's to blame. But before we get into that, I'd like to talk about Rory Jennings real quick. Last night, Rory Jennings put the entire loss on Maresca and said that he had to be sacked. Now look, guys, I'm not a violent person. I'm not even a hateful person. But if I saw Rory Jennings across the street, I would get a running start and I would spear this guy like I am Braun Breaker. Like, dude, shut the up. Stop talking about shit you don't know about, okay? Retire from microphones. Become allergic to podcasts. Stay away from boots. Please, just stop talking. No, our issue is not the players and it's not our manager, okay? It's our stupid sporting director, the people that build the team. David Follows, Lauren Stewart, Paul Winstonley, and even Joe Shields. A couple of seasons ago, I defended them because I thought I saw what they were trying to do. They were buying as much young players as possible and banking on their potential. But I'm sorry, dude, I'm done because I have to ask this question. Why are you signing young players exclusively? You don't want to buy maybe 1, 2 experienced players? Like, dude, answer me this question. When these young guys lose crucial games, who is there in the dressing room to pick them up? Who's going to be there to tell them, oh, it doesn't matter. I lost this kind of game in 2016. It's going to be all right. Who's going to be there to save these guys? You have left these players to fend for themselves, develop by themselves, and also to handle criticism all by themselves. It's so stupid. And by the way, you have spent billions in the process of this rebuild. So now it makes Chelsea feel like a team that has to be competing, but you've only stockpiled on young players. We are simply just buying a bunch of kids, bro. Epstein FC, OVO FC, Neverland FC. Like, bro, at this point, I am here glazing a bunch of players that I myself am older than. Look, I don't mind like maybe like 1 or 2, maybe like a couple. Dude, I'm older than most of the team. But yeah, man, it was the Villa game that destroyed everything. And again, I have nothing against Villa. I'm totally fine with losing to a team like that. It's just Chelsea have had this false sense of hope. And this all stemmed from winning the Club World Cup. Bro, I went live when Chelsea won it, bro. It was absolutely massive. You know what else is massive? It was so monumental for us. And dude, we got so much money. But now I have to ask the question, dude, where's the money? Where did the Club World Cup money go? Did Michael, Trevor, and Franklin infiltrate Stamford Bridge? Dude, where's our money? Please tell me we did not spend all of those winnings on Garnacho and Gittins. And you know what's the worst part? I know January is coming up and we are not going to sign anybody. We're probably going to sign like some 13-year-olds. Our issues are not the players because, again, like I said, these players that I listed, I didn't have high expectations for them. I didn't think they were going to take us to the next level. It's our stupid sporting directors. And again, I'm not even asking them to sign world-class strikers, midfielders, whatever. I am simply just asking to buy more experienced players. That's it. And Chelsea have lost the most games from winning positions This is what happens when you have young players. They're juvenile. They don't know how to maintain a lead. You need experience for that. You need a stronger mentality. And honestly, y'all, like, I love my team, okay? I back the boys in blue, and I'm not going to be reactionary. This isn't like some crisis or whatever. I do feel that we can go ahead and beat Bournemouth, but that's only because Bournemouth have been absolutely terrible lately. But unfortunately, this Chelsea team can't really dream of, things like the Premier League or even the Champions League, because we just don't have that next level X factor of a team. We just have a bunch of young players that are still trying to grow. So that's why next season, I really hope that the sporting directors can actually stop their little youth fetish and start actually focusing on more mature players. Please. That's all I want, and that's all I'm gonna say, bro. This isn't like my typical videos, but like, bro, I had to rant, okay? I had a lot on my mind, so obviously, I didn't post this for like, views or anything. If you do like this and you do subscribe, I appreciate that. But that's it, man. I just had to get off my chest, man, and that's it, man. Obviously, we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. If you guys want to join the journey, I really do appreciate that. Shout out to all the ooses, the Patreons, and shout out to all the members, because now I've set that up as well. Man, bro, it's been your boy. Peace.